Hi guys, Pam here from the Woolly Dragon. So I stumbled upon, I'm kind of cleaning out my garage right now. It's February 24th and I found something that I'd kind of sort of forgotten that I had. And that is, I had some garlic that I left the scapes on and they went to seed and producing these little bulbules. Now, some of them are, of course, not the ones I have here. Some of them are actually starting to sprout. Here's one right here. This little guy sprouting out a little bit. So I decided, well, since I always have problems finding seed garlic, either it's too expensive or they sell out quickly in the spring or the fall, I'm sorry. I'll just see what I can do with these guys. So basically what I'm doing, these are the little containers for you get in the grocery store for like lettuce and spinach and things like that in the produce department. And what I've done, I've used these in the past to seed things like lettuce and other things, onions actually. And I found them on the shelf and I thought, well, I'll just kind of use these guys kind of like a little seeding tray and see what actually develops. So from previous plantings, I've drilled holes on the bottom so they can drain. And I took some, it was a combination of seed starting medium with mycorrhizae and potting soil, half and half. Put them in the trays, wetted it down, let them drain out, adequately. And then just separated all the little bulbs and stuck them in there, just kind of in a haphazard order, just where I could put in space, and just gonna wait and see what happens. So probably what I will do is I will save this portion of the video and add on to it as anything develops, if anything develops, and let you know. And if at all possible, I may just get a lot of nothing. I may get them growing green so I can have like garlic chives type greens, or I may actually have something that I can plant this fall and see what happens. And again, just a big experiment. I have these things, I'm not doing anything with them, they're just kind of sitting on a shelf in my basement garage. And you know how I love to experiment. And so I just kind of put everything in this tray. They caught my eye. So I'm just peeling off from the heads. If I had gone ahead and just left them on there, I don't know if they would have flowered. Maybe I'll get a bunch of allium flowers. Don't know, but we'll find out. Ta-da! Okay guys, well, I finished up growing my little garlic bulbules, and we will see. I chose a little bulbules that were showing growth of the green tops, and the larger ones, like kind of like you do with garlic, cloves for planting in the fall. Going into supposition that maybe that's gonna help. So I got everybody. I've got probably about 30 plus or minus in each one of these 4 little containers. And you saw in the previous little clip that everyone was kind of in a kind of a disordered little order, kind of orderly, but I also put stuff in where I could. And then when that was all said and done, after I got everything in there, I went and took a handful of the seed starting mix and just sprinkled it, maybe just enough to cover the tops. I mean, you can kind of see the green parts poking out of there on these guys. So I didn't bury them deep or anything like that. And so I'm guessing the next video will be if there was success or there wasn't success. So maybe check back here in a couple weeks or as soon as I see growth. So yeah, I'm going to be able to check and see for growth if the green growth continues And then with these clear plastic containers, I can look on, underneath and see if I see any roots developing too. So we'll cross our fingers and hope that I have a brand new way of growing garlic. Somehow I'm doubtful, because I'm sure there are better people than me who have tried this experiment and it's not been written up very much. So, but you never know. Maybe I'll have the touch.